Hi, today I'm going to review the Lightlife Jumbo Smart Hot Dogs. I picked them up with a nice discount coupon at the grocery store. This is the package that I chose. I could have gotten the regular size one, but this seemed to be more bang for my buck. Alright, I've never been satisfied with vegetarian hot dogs in the past. They've always missed the mark in terms of flavor. I don't expect it to taste exactly like a hot dog does. I just expect it to taste nice. And they just, Earth Grown and the other brands I've tried have fallen short of the mark. So, for this one I followed the instructions on the package, which said to microwave it covered with a half a cup of water in the dish. So I did that, and the first thing that I noticed was when I took the lid off, an unpleasant smell came out. So I was very apprehensive that I was going to be eating something unpleasant. They look like this. Which, it doesn't look exactly like a hot dog, but that doesn't matter. So I tried it, and I'll try it again for you. It has a smooth texture. You can tell it's not from meat. It's not wonderful, but not unpleasant, not as bad as some of the other ones I've had. But put it on a bun, add some ketchup and mustard. It's okay that way. So, if you just want to chew on a hot dog like this is probably not a good choice for you, unless you want to get used to the flavor, which you could do. I could do that. But if you want to have it on a bun with some condiments, that's fine. Now, let's compare it a little bit to the Parkview uncured turkey franks. So we're comparing apples to apples in a sense. Neither of them are made of chicken and pig or beef. These days, most brands, unless it specifically says beef on it, you're going to find it's got chicken and pig, or chicken and pork and beef too. So you have to check the labels. If you're a Jew or a Muslim, you can't have pork. All right. So the Lightlife serving size is 76 grams and 45 grams for the uncured turkey franks. Now, uncured is better for you because it doesn't have the added nitrates and nitrites, which can be bad for health. Now, with the caveat that celery has some naturally occurring stuff like that in it, and also sea salt. But there's nothing deliberately added to cure the meat. So if you are looking at ham, for example, and you see a choice between cured and uncured or bratwurst or whatever, go for the uncured one. It's a better choice for your health. That said, Lightlife is a heavily processed product, as are hot dogs in general. So it's not as good as, say, just getting some raw meat and eating that, or making your own hot dogs from the meat you buy at the store. Processed foods, as always, are considered nutritionally inferior and also a higher risk for health problems. And that's especially true of fast food and junk food, of course, in which I include the category of food with trans fats. But let's take a look at the nutritional facts of these two brands. So Lightlife has 110 calories, whereas Parkview has got 90 calories, 60 of which are from fat. It doesn't say that how many calories are from fat in the Lightlife, so I don't know. As far as the fat content, Lightlife has 4 grams, of which half a gram is saturated. And that's the bad fat. I mean, not as bad as trans fats, but that's the bad fat. And whereas the Parkview uncured turkey franks have 6 grams, 2 of which are saturated fats. So that's not great. The cholesterol of the Lightlife is 0 because plant cholesterol is not actually bad for humans. In fact, I've seen research studies, real scientific studies, where they've demonstrated that the phytocholesterol of soy is good for your health, and soy can, at bare minimum, it doesn't cause cancer, and in some studies it has been shown to help fight cancer. Fermented or unfermented. Don't listen to those websites on the regular web. You have to go to places like Google Scholar, and that's only if you're able to read scientific stuff. Anyways, the Lightlife, again, doesn't have any cholesterol, whereas there is 35 milligrams in the turkey franks. The Lightlife has 470 milligrams of salt or sodium in it, compared to the franks, which are 290 milligrams. So although the franks from Lightlife are bigger, or the hot dogs, I should say, the additional amount of sodium does not match the increase in size. It's larger. Then we get the carbohydrates, a total of 5, one of which is dietary fibers, 2 are sugars, and then 2 more of included sugars. Whereas the turkey franks have 1 gram of carbs, all of which is from sugar. And finally, we got protein, 14 grams of protein in the Lightlife, and only 5 in the Parkview. In addition, there is some nutritional information about other things that's in there. Neither of them list having vitamin D. Neither of them list having vitamins A and C. There's 36 milligrams or 2% in the Lightlife of calcium, and 6% in the Parkview. And then iron, there is 10% or 2 milligrams versus 4% in the Parkview. And then there's 450 milligrams or 10% potassium in the Lightlife, and it is not listed as having that in the Parkview, but there is, vitamin C in the Parkview, 15%. Now, I do note here that in the Parkview franks, they do use corn syrup. It doesn't say that it's high fructose. It just says corn syrup. So, both of these are kind of a Frankenstein thing, right? Because it's processed food. If we look at the ingredients of the Lightlife, it has got water, surprise, surprise, soy protein isolate. Now, soy protein isolate is not the same thing as eating soybeans itself, because you have you may still have an allergic reaction if you have problems with soy, but the benefits of soy do not apply to soybean isolate, according to the research studies I looked at. In addition, soybean oil is in here. Now, I don't know if that has any health benefits or drawbacks because I didn't research the oil. It has evaporated cane sugar, pea protein isolate, tapioca starch, salt, potassium chloride, yeast extract, carrageenan, dehydrated garlic, natural flavor, natural smoke flavor, xanthan gum, fermented rice flour, guar gum, oleoresin, paprika for color, and vital wheat gluten. Okay, so if you have a gluten intolerance or you have celiac disease, you probably want to avoid Lightlife's hot dogs. They do use the tapioca starch to make the stuff stick together, and also to thicken it a bit. I'm surprised that they use carrageenan, which is a non-food additive that is known to cause gas. Xanthan gum and guar gum are also known to do that. Anyways, I guess whatever you're going to eat, you're going to get gas sooner or later, right? So that's the difference between Lightlife and the example of Parkview Turkey Franks. I'm sure there are other brands that would look better than Parkview and other, or even other types from Parkview, and there are others that would look worse. Again, the plain hot dog does not have a wonderful flavor to it. It's tolerable. But put it on a bun with some condiments and you're ready to go. So thank you.